Sorry.
No, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
My only concern is that she's got a couple things assigned to her to,
you're right.
so despite our best efforts, we may have to quickly reassign or email. Steph, would you be able to do that, or should I reach out to Michelle?
No, I think, let me just see if I can get into her email from here.
That's fine, because then that'll give Keon another minute or so.
No.
Michelle let me know she has her laptop at home, so she said, look, if we're in a pinch and we need anything in a jam, to reach out to her. I mean, I hope we don't have to, but
No, I don't know what.
Kiona just sent us a message saying she's having a problem signing in. I don't know. You might want to tell her just to call.
oh, okay. I didn't
Email.
get that, but all
It's
right.
I don't see that either.
an email.
Where'd she send the email?
To all of us at work at our North Plainfield.
Oh, yes, I see that now.
Oh, yes.
Tell her to call.
I'll let her know. As I said, I told her, look, you can call in if you have to.
Hmm.
Tell you what, let's start because I don't think she has anything, just double checking until
The
a
consent.
little bit into the meeting. So I think we can probably start. Would that be all right with everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Steph, if, Ms. Sherwood, if there's anyone in the waiting room,
Nope.
bring them in. No? Okay. All right. In that case, we'll call the meeting to order. We'll keep an eye on the waiting room periodically. And this is a regular council meeting, the Borough Council in North Plainfield. Ms. Sherwood, if you give us a roll call, please.
Sure. Council members Corzo,
Present.
Given,
Present.
McIntyre,
Here.
Merrill,
Here.
Miller is excused at.
Absent excuse, she's technical difficulties, and we'll make note of when she's able to join us, hopefully.
Okay, and Schaefer
Present.
and Council President Stabile.
Here.
So we have 6 members and a quorum.
Okay. It's no American flag, but Steve didn't bring one with him on vacation, but we'll stand and do the pledge nonetheless. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the
United
of the United States of America,
And to the
and to the
republic
republic which stands
one
one
nation,
nation under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
liberty and
liberty
justice.
and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. On the statement of compliance, for the record, this is a meeting of the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield, scheduled by resolution of the Council adopted on November 10th, 2025. Adequate notice of this meeting was given pursuant to NJSA 10:4-6 at SEC by transmitting said notice to the Borough of North Plainfield's website and to the Courier News on November 24th of 2025, and by posting a copy of this notice on the bulletin boards, which are reserved for such purpose in the municipal building and in the public library. First item to take action on is approval of council meeting minutes in the last time we met, and that was, it's an agenda conference and a regular meeting from June 22nd. And may we have a roll call on those items, please?
May, council members Corzo,
Yes to both.
Given,
Yes to both.
McIntyre,
Yes to both.
Merrill.
I was not either at either of those meetings, Steph. I'll abstain.
Okay, Schaefer,
Yes, to all.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes to both.
So that is 5 in favor and 1 abstention.
All right, thank you. Before we have a reading of this, could just check the waiting room one more time, if you would?
There's no.
Okay. No problem at all. In that case, would you give us a reading of this for the adoption of the ordinance, please?
Surely, it's a hearing and final adoption of ordinance number 26-10. Ordinance of the Borough of North Plainfield amending, revising, and supplementing Chapter 22 entitled Land Development. More specifically, Chapter 22-115 entitled General Provisions to add a new section, Chapter 22-115.34 entitled Data Centers.
Excellent. Thank you for that reading of the title. And this brings us to a hearing, and as per our format, we open this floor to comments, public comments specific to this hearing. Actually could include any of us. And the format is this: we ask that you give us your name, spell your last name for us, and give us your address. Each individual wishing to speak is up to 5 minutes for that purpose, but hearings have no collective time limit, but we do request that your comments be germane to the hearing. Okay, nobody's in the waiting room and no one here is indicating a desire to speak. So in that case, I'm going to ask, is there a motion to close said public hearing?
Motion to close?
Is there a second on that?
Second.
There's a motion to close by Ms. Given, seconded by Mr. Vice President McIntyre. May we have a roll call on closing the public hearing regarding this item?
Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is unanimous. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And Mr. Merrill, you have a resolution, sir.
Thank you. This is resolution number 07-13-26-01, the Borough of North Plainfield, the County of Somerset, the State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that an ordinance numbered 26-10 be adopted and advertised as required by statute. I so move. Second.
This item is moved by Mr. Merrill and seconded by Vice President McIntyre. May we have the roll call, please?
You may, Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Oh, yes,
You're-
sorry.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is 6 in favor and none opposed.
Terrific. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Schaefer, next reso is yours.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have it up.
That's okay. Take your time. That's all right.
My headset's giving me a hard time. So, okay. Now I can't see. It sucks getting old. Okay. Resolution number 7-13-26-02, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that an ordinance numbered 26-1111 be read by its title by the Borough Clerk and be passed on its first reading and advertised as required by statute, fixing July 27th, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be heard as the time. And the North Plainfield Council Chambers, 263 Somerset Street, North Plainfield, New Jersey, or Zoom as the place for hearing and final adoption. I so move.
Second.
This item is moved by Ms. Schaefer and seconded by Ms. Corzo. But before we do a roll call, I'd like the record to reflect that Ms. Miller was able to join us at 8:43. And Keona, you can hear us and see us? Awesome. All right. You're on mute, just so you know, you're on mute. And Mr. Hack, she's eligible for this roll call, correct?
Yes, she was
Okay.
on in time. And just to be clear, you said 8:43, but it was 7:43.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, sorry. Time zones and all that. Yes,
Right, time
7:43
zone, yeah.
p.m. I'm glad you caught that. Thank you.
Okay, the
Much
first thing
appreciated.
I heard was Skip saying I'm on, so I don't know what was said before that.
Oh, well, being where I am visiting my in-laws, my clock says 8:43 because I'm an
Oh,
hour
I
ahead.
see.
And Brian's
Okay.
like, no, no, no. She came on at 7:43. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah, silly me. So,
Okay. But where
but
are we
you're
in the vote?
so we didn't yet, but you're eligible for the vote. So we're about to do a roll call on item Ms. Schaefer's item 07132602. Reintroduction of ordinance 2611. So with that, Ms. Sherwood, could we have a roll call?
You may. Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is unanimous, 7 in favor.
Thank you. When you have a chance, we'll take a reading of the title, please.
Sure, it's reintroduction of ordinance number 26-11, an ordinance to amend, revise, and supplement Chapter 7 of the Borough Code entitled Traffic, most notably Section 7-4.1 entitled Trucks Over 4 Tons Excluded from Certain Streets, and Chapter 7A of the Borough Code entitled Traffic Schedules, most notably Schedule 7, Schedule 6 entitled Trucks Over 4 Tons.
Great. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And then I think when you're ready, we'll take another reading of another title, please.
This is hearing and final adoption of ordinance number 26-12, an ordinance opposing unlawful enforcement tactics utilized by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, and any other federal agency in conducting civil immigration enforcement activities, and prohibiting ICE, CBP, and other federal agencies from using Borough of North Plainfield property for conducting civil immigration enforcement activities.
Excellent. Thank you. So for this, again, we open the floor now to a public hearing. We'll check the waiting room. But if anyone wishes to comment on this during the hearing, we simply request that you give us your name, spell your last name for us, give us your address. Each individual wishing to speak would have up to 5 minutes for that purpose. And there is no collective time limit on a hearing, but we do ask that your comments be related to the item we are discussing and voting on. Seeing no one wish to speak, assuming going once, going twice, 3 times, okay? No one wishing to speak. Is there a motion by a council member to close the public hearing?
Motion to close.
Motion to close public hearing.
Second.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Miller, seconded by Ms. Schaefer. May we have a roll call on closing this public hearing, please?
Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is unanimous, 7 in favor.
Thank you. Ms. Gibbon.
Resolution number 07-13-26-03, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that an ordinance number 26-12 be adopted and advertised as required by statute. I so move.
Second.
It is moved by Ms. Gibbon, seconded by Vice President McIntyre. May we have the roll call?
Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is unanimous, 7 in favor.
Excellent. Thank you very much. The next resolution belongs to Ms. Miller.
Okay. Thank you. This is resolution number 07-13-26-04, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Borough Council of North Plainfield that an ordinance number 26-13 be read by its title by the Borough Clerk and be passed on its first reading and advertised as required by statute, fixing July 27, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be heard, as the time and the North Plainfield Borough Council Chambers, 263 Somerset Street, North Plainfield, New Jersey, or Zoom, as the place for hearing and final adoption. I so move.
Second.
Movement made by Ms. Miller, second by Ms. Corzo. May we have a roll call, please?
Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is unanimous again.
Thank you. And may we have a reading of the title, please?
You may. It is introduction of ordinance number 26-13, bond ordinance providing for various 2026 capital acquisitions and improvements by the Borough of North Plainfield in the County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, appropriating $4,236,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $3,229,491 in bonds or notes to finance part of the cost thereof.
Right. Thank you very much.
Just a quick note, please, that we do have the supplemental debt statement in hand from.
Excellent. Thank you for reading that and making note of that for the record. Thank you. Now there is a resolution that belongs to, and just before I give it to Ms. Corzo, again, the waiting room, nobody there?
Nope.
Ms. Corzo, the next reso is yours.
Thank you. Resolution 07-13-26-05, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Borough Council of North Plainfield that an ordinance number 26-14 be read by its title by the Borough Clerk and be passed on its first reading and advertised as required by statute, fixing July 27, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be heard, as the time and the North Plainfield Council Chambers, 263 Somerset Street, North Plainfield, New Jersey, or Zoom, as a place for hearing and final adoption. I so move.
Second.
Item is moved by Ms. Corzo and seconded by Ms. Given. May we have the roll call, please?
Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is 7 in favor and no opposition.
All right. But either way, it's correct. So thank you. And when you're ready, we'll take a reading of this title, please.
This is introduction of ordinance number 26-14, bond ordinance providing for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of sanitary sewers and sewer lines for the sewer utility of the Borough of North Plainfield in the County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, appropriating $575,000 therefore, including a community development block grant in the aggregate amount of $90,000, and authorizing the issuance of $485,000 in bonds or notes to finance part of the cost thereof.
Terrific. Good. And that then moves us now to the consent agenda. All matters listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If any discussion is desired by council, that particular item will be removed from the consent agenda and then will be considered separately. Does any council member have any questions regarding any of the items on the consent agenda tonight? Okay. Does any council member wish to remove any item for a separate vote? Okay. Seeing none, there being no issues. Ms. Miller, the consent agenda is yours, please.
Thank you. This is resolution number 07-13-26-06, Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that resolutions number 07-13-26-06 A through E having been placed on the consent agenda and there having been no objection thereto, the same are hereby approved. I so move.
Second.
Oh, jump ball. Goes to, first is the motion made by Ms. Miller, and I'll give it the second to the Vice President, Mr. McIntyre. Rank has its privileges. Sorry, everybody. How excited. What a Benny. May we have a roll call on the consent agenda, please?
You may. Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Given,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is unanimous, 7 in favor.
Okay. Mr. Hack, before we go into executive session, can I maneuver basically so that we can have our comments now or requested agenda items, and so that we go through those before we do the motion for executive
Sure,
session?
I would just make a quick motion to reorganize the
Order of business?
business agenda.
Okay. Is there any
I make a
council?
motion to reorganize the order of the meeting.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
Thank you. Thank you. Motion made by Ms. Miller, seconded by Ms. Schaefer. Do we need just by acclamation, or do we need a roll call?
You can just acclamation is fine. You don't need a
All in favor of doing so as described, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Any abstentions? All right, it seems to carry unanimously, so we will do that. Thank you all. First thing is, again, you see list of communications is very, very short. It is summertime, but that's what we've received since the last time we met as a governing body. We've also received from outside sources. Of course, we received a couple reports from within the borough as well. Are there any requests for agenda items, stuff that has not been asked for as of yet? Okay, if anybody changes their mind or comes up with something, let me know. And now, again, no one in the waiting room?
Nope.
Okay, well, go through the motions anyway, because again, we're residents, so we can do public comment if we so choose. We can talk twice. This is public comment. If anyone wishes to make any comment, please indicate your desire to do so. The format is, please give us your name, spell your last name for us, give us your address. Each person wishing to speak has up to 5 minutes for that purpose. And there's a 30-minute collective time limit on the public comment portion of the evening. Does anybody wish to speak? Okay, and there are no members. Well, it's a borough employee, but Genesis is kind of sort of member of the public, kind of in between there. She's not required to be here tonight, so I don't know if it's because she wants to as sort of part of her job, or she's just keeping an eye on us, watching us like a hawk. I think it's that one. Keeping us honest. So, all right. So, no takers for public comment. So that leaves it to us now. Comments by the mayor, the administrator, and council. Mayor Laurent.
I have nothing at this time. Thanks.
Okay. Mr. Hull.
Nothing for me at this time. Thank you.
All right. So, starting at the top, Miss Schaefer.
The only thing I want to mention is last night was fabulous with the amount of people and all the community coming together. And I've never seen a drone show live. I'm going to tell you, I'm really hooked on the fireworks, but it really was fabulous just to see what technology can do. But I did miss the whole ooh, after the bang. But no, so good job to the events, Mayor Special Events. It was great.
Yep.
Thank you. Ms. Gibbon.
I just would like to agree. The crowd was huge. The field was filled and everybody seemed to be having a really great time. Getting people in and out of the field went really well. The band was very enjoyable and everybody was enjoying the vendors. It just seemed like it was a perfect evening. Everybody seemed to have a really great time. So I love that. I love that we can pull everybody together. And then I also just want to mention that National Night Out is at the beginning of August, August 4th, and that's downtown by the police station, in the parking lot there. So something to put on your calendars. It's also always a great event that a lot of community members come to. So wanted to mention that.
Thank you very much. Ms. Corzo.
Ditto with the drone show. Thank you. It was fabulous, and the band was outstanding. Outstanding.
They were great.
So, yeah, they were really good. So congratulations.
Thank you for adding that. Mr. Vice President.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed the drone show, but all my friends over there said they loved it. They wished it was longer, and they did miss the fireworks, but they loved the drone show. So, and also, I mean, I know in previous years when we've had a rain date, it's only been the fireworks, not the band and not the vendors. So I'm glad that you guys were able to pull that off. Nice job, Mayor Laurent and your committee, moving, being able to move everything to Sunday on the rain date, not just the fireworks.
Yep.
Awesome. Ms. Miller.
Yeah, ditto, and congratulations to the special events team and Mayor Laurent for putting forth a wonderful, enjoyable family event for the municipality. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Merrill.
Thanks, Skip. Yeah, a few things. In terms of parks and recreation, just an update on the camp. They have 93 campers this year, which is a pretty decent number. I think I've told you guys that there's a new camp director this year. She's a teacher at the West End School, so she's extremely local. I think one of her kids or a couple of her kids have gone through the camp, so she's like, really familiar with the process and the kids. So I would encourage everybody, if they have the time, drop over and see what the camp's all about, because as Skip and I can attest, we were there a few years ago. Recruited for the dunk tank, thankfully did not participate. But it's just fun to see, another good community event at a really reasonable price too, when you break it down. Keeping with Parks and Recreation, they just concluded a USA soccer camp this week, which was kind of appropriate since the World Cup was going on. That was extremely well attended. You all know about the June 20th ribbon cutting for the pickleball court and basketball courts over at the park. There were some pickleball sessions held by the North Plainfield High School students there, so they're getting great use, certainly out of that. And then in regards to, the special events, I had the opportunity to talk to Joe Aravondo today. And as you can imagine, him and his committee are flying high. He told me in the years that they've been having the fireworks, they've never seen the field like that. He estimated 2,000 people. He also said, he didn't give me an exact amount, but he said the contributions at the gate were overwhelming. So clearly, this town and the people who come to this event are not only enjoying the day, but financially understand the obligation that, they have an opportunity to contribute, which is also, rewarding to hear, obviously. So yes, congratulations to that committee. Not a huge committee, but I think when you look at what they were able to do with our special events, especially Community Day, the concerts are in full bloom, and some of the other little things that they do throughout the year. They are a very mighty committee in a small group with they're able to get a lot done. So I think they're one of the best committees that we have. I can certainly attest to that from being around them. And that concludes my little report, Skip. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Very detailed. The only thing I'll add is, even being not being nearby, I've seen on social media the response from folks in town to the drone show. I was telling Carol today, I had not seen a single negative response. It was seemingly very well received, well attended, again, from what I can tell. And absolute congratulations to the mayor for going that direction this year. And Larry and I had many conversations, and I'll repeat it. I'm a fireworks guy. I love to feel it in my chest. I love to smell that smoke. But I guess I gotta. Again, I wasn't there, but I got to get with the 21st century, and people vote with their feet, right? And if it was really, really well attended and people are raving about it, That says a lot, and that's terrific. And hats off to the mayor for that decision and to the committee for making it happen. And again, with not losing anything in terms of participation due to the change of the date. So well done. Cool.
Hey, Skip, can I add one thing to that? I apologize.
Absolutely.
I spoke to a parent today who has a daughter who's autistic, and how much that family appreciated the drone show compared to the fireworks, you know. We tend to think of, and that's just society, right? Of mainstream folks and everything, and but this really meant a lot to that family to have a drone show where the noise and all of that didn't affect their daughter. So I think that's important to note.
Absolutely. I mean, and you hear people talking about drone shows and stuff that, people who have sort of stimulus problems, autistic kids, obviously veterans, PSTD, pets, pet owners, wildlife, even just the birds, that, the drone shows are much, much less impactful on those communities. So, in a negative way, much more impactful in a positive way. So, no, that's terrific. Really good. So, again, hats off. Well done. Happy birthday, America. So now we are back to, I think, Ms. Corzo's resolution, which would help us convene an executive session. So, and Mr. George is with us. So, Ms. Corzo, would you read that resolution so we can convene the session?
Surely. Resolution number 07-13-26-07. Excuse me. Borough of North Plainfield, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey. Be it resolved by the Council of the Borough of North Plainfield that prior to the adjournment of this meeting, it shall convene an executive session from which the public will be excluded for the purpose of discussion on attorney-client privilege litigation. Exclusion of the public for this purpose is specifically permitted by NJSA 10:4-6 et sec. The contents of this discussion will not be disclosed until such time as a disclosure of the same will not adversely affect the public interest and upon resolution of the council. Formal action may be taken following the end of executive session. I so move.
Second.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Corzo, seconded by, I think they're the first voice. May we have a roll call on convening the executive session, please?
Council members Corzo,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Merrill,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
and Council President Stabile.
Yes.
That is 7 in favor and unanimous.
Okay, so at this point, unfortunately, Stephanie, I have to ask you to put Genesis in the waiting room. Genesis, you can wait till we're done and come back, but the meeting's really pretty much over. Sorry about that, nothing personal. And Steve, is Michael Miller, is that, they signed on at the same time you did, so is that a relative of Keith's, or?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, so we're gonna have to put Michael Miller into the waiting room as well. And everyone left is privy to the executive session information. So for that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. George.
Do I stop the recording? I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, you should. Thank you. Yes, you're correct. Thank you. Probably start recording, right? And we're going to come back from executive session. Brian, do I need a motion to come back first and then you give us?
Yes.
All right. Is there a motion by a council member to come back into regular session? Oh, also,
Motion to reconvene.
thank you, Ms. Miller. Motion to reconvene, second
Second.
by Ms. Corzo. Acclamation, right, Brian? All in favor of reconvening, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Any abstentions? All right, it's unanimous. Stephanie, please just check the waiting room.
We're good.
All right, good. So, Mr. Hack, please, for the record, regale us about our executive session.
Record that the Borough Council went into executive session to discuss litigation, personnel matters. The topic of discussion was the Richard Phoenix litigation, and no action is being taken.
Terrific, thank you. Well, and seeing as how we have handled every single thing else on the agenda, does anyone have any other comments to make, something they forgot about, or if not, we'll just make a motion to adjourn. Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
And
All right.
second,
Motion made by Ms. Corzo, second by
Hey,
Ms.
Skip,
Yes, sir.
can I ask? I just want to talk to Dave for 1 second offline about nothing related. Is that all right? Dave, can
Yeah,
you stay
sure. So
here?
when we wrap up the meeting,
Yeah.
Dave,
I don't
stay on.
want to tie it up. Yeah, thank you. Dave, is that okay with you?
Yes, it is. Fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for everybody else, motion made by Ms. Corzo, second by Ms. Given. All in favor of adjourning the meeting, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Any abstentions? All right, it's unanimous. We are adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendy has something she wants.
What's next for this mechanics ordinance?
So,
It's
as
in
I-
Brian, in your hands? Sorry.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Brian,
I need to look out. I know you sent a pretty detailed email, Wendy. I'm going to look at it between now and the next meeting. And maybe you and I and maybe Skip, if we need to, we can have a quick phone conference if you're available just to talk about it. But I think probably by the next meeting, we can have it back on the agenda.
Okay.
and Wendy, I provided you with some details earlier before a call Brian and I had today about that, about addressing one particular rebuttal point from the mechanics. So I think that's going to be the toughest nut to crack. The other concerns that they had, I think, were somewhat easily addressed or easily dismissed. So anyway, and
What was the one you said was the number of cars? Was that it?
Bays versus square footage, cars, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
number of cars in there, yeah.
Yeah. So
You would think that they would want not the cars in the driveway so they could do business, right? You think they'd want the turnover, but whatever.
well, let's not get too close to Spanish territory here, but
I know.
Did you already vote to adjourn the meeting? I think probably we shouldn't be having this conversation if we're already out of the meeting.
I just want to know what the next steps were. That's all.
You'll be the first to know for sure, because this was your baby. So
Thanks.
all right. If nobody else has anything, I'll leave it to Dave and to Everett, and thank you all for your time tonight.
Good night,
Night.
everyone.
everyone.
Night.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Safe travels, Wendy.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.